Yo, 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 what is up, my team? How are you guys doing? We're going to cover some NFL. We're going to cover some college football. We got some good, we got a huge packed card this week. Sorry, let me turn down the sound. Just wanted to make sure we got. So, what are we going to do here? First thing we're going to do is we're going to ask if you could be so kindly, because we do this for free. If you could just hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already subscribed. I still have on watch a video that we did a couple nights ago that I want to get to like 25 likes. It's not much to ask, right? It's not too hard. And like maybe 10, 15, 10 new subscribers. So we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you could help us out, get us trending. We're here to help you pick some winners. We're going to talk about first sports betting in and of itself. Then we're going to get into what trends we have, and then we're going to get into the picks. These picks, I have some really cool trends that back up a side. We're going to talk about where the tickets are, where the money is. We're going to talk about what we personally think of the game. I still have a lot of work to do when it comes to coming up with my own number for the majority of these games, which is what I usually will start to work on. I'll see where the number is, during the beginning of the week. I've already got a couple that I've put in. I put them in Wednesday night. Yes, last night. So there were some really good numbers that I couldn't not get them in before. You want to get the best line that you can. Let me first also apologize for being a little bit late. I know the stream was set for 4:30, but I hit the surge protector. It shut the computer off, and then I was having problems with the camera. It's been doing okay. So if for some odd reason I have issues with the camera, I do apologize in advance. So tonight, and again, I'm going to get into like sports betting in and of itself and kind of the psychology. And just some couple things that I want to talk to you guys about. If you have questions, if you have a strong lean, throw it in the chat. What's going on? How are you guys doing? How is your season going? I hope y'all are crushing it. I'm crushing it this year. I was a little nervous, and I maybe because I'm being on social media and things like that, I always wait a couple weeks, right? I'll wait a couple weeks. Sometimes I have trends and things that I'll play, because we've had a lot take place this year, where you had a lot leaving to the NFL, you had a lot in college going through the transfer portal. So there's a lot like things are not the same. Usually you can get on trends. You got a rookie starter, whatever, whether he's a rookie or not, whatever. You have someone who is on a team like Brock Purdy with Oregon, right? Okay, so we fairly know Oregon. We fairly know the coach. Not too many changes there. Like take, for instance, Alabama, right? Look what the changes have done to Alabama. Is Georgia going to start resignating to the old Georgia, where they weren't too relevant, where they weren't that great? They always play some tough football, but there was a time 4 or 5 years ago, we weren't even talking about Georgia. They were irrelevant. It was Clemson, Ohio State, and Alabama. Michigan was irrelevant. I'm glad these schools are coming back, though. I got some awesome stats for the Pac-12, too, and the Pac-12 is going to see some mix-up. We got more changes going into next year. The Pac-12 is killing it, man. The Pac-12 is killing it. So who you guys on tonight? What's up, Deontay? How you doing, bro? It's good to see you. Deontay is my number one guy. This is the very first person that subscribed. So I got a lot of looking out for this man right here. I appreciate that, bro. They are. I'm trying. It's still early, It's been maybe 3 months, since I started, and I still have a lot of work to do, and we run this by myself. I can only hope to get to the numbers that you're at, bro. And I just want to say, Deontay, bro, I'm really appreciative of you, man. You're the first one to really, show some love, and it's really appreciated. Trust me, it's not forgotten. So if for some gosh forsaken reason I do make it somewhere, I ain't forgot about you, bro. So what we're going to do, we'll talk. We do have San Francisco and the Giants. We have a couple trends for that game. Georgia State, Coastal Carolina. I was looking at where the money and the tickets are. Now, this is kind of, you don't really want to put too much trust in it. You still have an hour or two before you have about 2 hours before kickoff. Um, but it helps to kind of know, and it actually can persuade your decision, right? So we're going to talk about that. I want to talk about real quick some of the psychology, like some of the things that go into betting. Pretty much like this, right? This goes into what I'm talking about for the games tonight. You know, picking individual games, that's what I do, right? I will throw on some round robins. I will, I'll take $20, $30 and maybe throw in some parlays if I've earned the right to take that risk. Right now, cashed tickets are 6-1-1. The 1-1, or the tie, was actually the parlay for the Steelers and Carolina. I scratched on that Carolina. I think the number was 3. I still have this ticket. I forgot it was sitting here on my desk and I didn't cash it out yesterday when I put some college in. Yeah, +3 for the Panthers, +1.5 for the Steelers. And look, just doing these, right? This is a 2-team, $20 paid you $70, pretty much $72. So it doesn't make it worth it, right? You could have just went and put $20 on each team. In a sense, you are lowering your risk by dollar amount, but you're upping your risk with trying to get two teams for what is still on a $20 ticket both ways. You're still getting paid out as if you were still kind of like betting on. You're pretty much getting a ticket for free, right? If you dumb it down. Because if I were to put $22 to win 20 and that ticket would pay out $42. So I mixed someone out one day. I was like, yeah, it's 300 to win, or 330 to win 300. And the whole time I'm thinking he's not understanding what I'm saying. He's not understanding that I'm getting my 300 back, or my 310 back, or my 330 back, and an extra 300. So the total amount is 600. So when I say that, I don't want to confuse anyone. But if you guys are watching this, you already know. You know what I'm saying? When I say for what I win, it's not like I put $300 to win 600. No, it's 300 to win 300. If it's even money, minus 110. Which anything over 110, I won't play. Depending on if it's like, maybe some prop bets or something. I don't even do prop bets. My book doesn't really offer. They do offer, but it's for like Monday night, Thursday night, stuff like that. And so I might, if I've earned the right to take the risk, I will. Here goes the camera. I see, guys, this is my fault. My phone fell. I hit the surge protector, the cord, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna have to kind of just deal with it for right now. So that's that. I do apologize if it does it again. This is what I don't like. I don't know how else to fix it. I've done everything that I can. I don't know what it is. I think it might be Microsoft trying to like stop it. Maybe something else is trying to like see it and throw up some advertisements like, hey, sports, and I have a Penn State shirt on. Hey, here's more. You know what I mean. So it could be a mix of the two, or it could just be the camera from Logitech being a Logitech thing, and it's just, I should have got a different camera. Again, all this stuff is new to me. I would have got it. The first thing I would have did, if you guys ever think about doing a stream or anything, the best thing you can, obviously spend your money on other than the actual computer would be a microphone. Make sure you get like make sure you get like a good, decent microphone. I ended up getting sucked into a Blue Yeti. Not that I get sucked into it. I just didn't know. You know what I mean? I didn't understand like the clearness and everything that goes around how important a mic is. So let me just, that's a little extra there for you guys. But back to like parlays, right? The casinos and the books, they make their money off parlays. When I go to my book, you have no idea the amount of people that are doing parlays. Everyone there, I don't think, other than me and maybe a few other people that come in that aren't there when I'm there, but everyone that's there watching the game and stuff, they're all doing parlays. And that's cool. They're doing it for fun. But this ain't, I don't do this for fun. I'm here to make some extra money. I'm here to make money. I worked hard for my money. I give a shit about my money. I'm not just going to throw my money away. That's not what we do here, right? So if you want to just go through here, take some of these picks and throw them on a parlay and blow your money and not understand once you get to that like 6, once you get over 6 teams, you're really pushing it. You're really pushing it, even on teasers. So that's where the books make their money. So a lot of the single bets, you have more and more people. I think as of now compared to years ago, you you're having more people try and do parlays and stuff like that. You might have what I'm saying is you might have more people coming in doing single bets, right? Because more states are opening up. So, but really, they a lot of the money that comes in, guys, is still on parlays. So they're still going to get their money on parlays. They're still going to get their money on props. They're going to get their money on single bets for the few that are wrong. And I'm going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong from time to time. But as long as we can manage our risk, manage our bankroll correctly, and understand the juice and how the juice works, um, and actually the number one thing, guys, is actually watching the games and knowing what's going on, because you're going to come up with your own opinion. It does help to know how to come up with the lines. And here, when we come into October, you're going to see I'm going to do these lines, and I'm going to give you guys my numbers, and I should come in pretty damn close, if not the exact same number that comes out, right? Or get a spread difference of 10. I have pictures, right? I used to do it on cards years ago. And I would do all the averages. I'm not sure if I should be giving out the information how to do it, but there's a process that goes to it. I've been fortunate enough to be taught, and it's proved me right a couple times. And this is what I do to come up with extra money, right? I'm here to find value when it's there and take advantage of it. And when we're on, you want to just like the markets, right? You want to put your foot on the pedal, but you want to know when to take it off, right? You want to pick your spots, things like that. There's been times like Thanksgiving. It was like 2-3 years ago. I think it was Falcons and Saints. And I'm pretty sure I took the first half Falcons, and I was like dead set on this. Or I picked the Saints, and they were playing someone else. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it was the Saints. It was like 3-4 years ago, Thanksgiving Day. We could go back see how they played, but I took them first half. They were covering the games first half, and I think I put 1,100. Yeah, it was like 1,100 to win 1,000, right? And nailed that, right? Sometimes there's just these spots that I have made up my bankroll to where I'm not going to put myself in a hole. So that's the first thing we got to do, guys, is manage the bankroll. Earn the right to take the risk. Right now, we're sitting 6-1-1. It's going to be very hard for me to lose this season. As long as I manage my bankroll, I should still not have a losing season. Because if I start getting to those 3 units down, I'm going to take it back down to a half of a unit. It can happen. You can go through the year and have every single one right. But there is also the possibility that you could go through the season and get literally every single one wrong. Or 90% of them are wrong. You're just having a bad year. That's why we got to manage our bankroll. I'm scared to death that that's going to happen to me one time. I'm not blind to the fact that it could happen. It has happened to people. But I know if I do what I do best, and that's do the work. It takes work. Right? That's the only way you're going to get good at this stuff, or at least be profitable. If you want to be profitable at sports betting, you have to watch, you have to do your own due diligence, you have to come up with your own lines, you have to do your own research, right? Come up with your own numbers, pick your spots. If you're just somebody that parlays every weekend and does it for fun, God bless you. That's awesome. Good for you. That's fine. There goes the camera again. So I just wanted to give you guys that little spiel because I feel like, there is a lot that I don't want you guys to get like worried another thing with this is you can see so many people on one side. Do you know how many people were on the Saints and Cleveland and how bad my mind wanted me to take Cleveland this weekend? Right? This is all going back to what the mind and the brain saw last week. Right? And Trayvon Diggs tore an ACL in practice today, by the way, if you guys don't know. So he will be out. Showed a tear, crutches after pack. MRI showed a tear, he's on crutches. All right, so let's get into it. I thank you guys for joining. If you guys could, hit the like button, subscribe, show some love. It's greatly appreciated. let's get into it. Coastal Carolina and Georgia State for the first matchup. I was really digging Georgia State. I really was. I got a couple stats here too that I wanted to give you guys. The first stat: Coastal Carolina is 3-0 at the spread this year. Georgia State is 2-1 at the spread. Right. Their record is 3-3 together. The last three. And that's at the spread, over and under, and straight up. As far as Coastal Carolina and Georgia State, they're both 3-3 against one another. Let me make sure that I have that is correct. It is correct. I just want to make sure that that I'm reading that right. Yeah, the record's 3-3 head to head. Yup, at the spread, over and under, and straight up. Right? They're both 3-3. So I guess that 3-3 would be the last six. Head to head, the record is 3-3 at the that's the last six. I do apologize. That is the last six games. 3-3 at the spread for both sides, Georgia State and Coastal Carolina. The over and under has hit 3-3 the last six. 3 under, 3 over. And also, obviously, straight up. And I have some really cool Pac-12 stats. So I'm going to get into that real quick. But Georgia State, really cool stat here, guys. 5-1 at the spread their last 5 games. That's where it was when I was going to say about sports betting, guys, is commitment. You guys got to be committed if you guys want to do this. Right? This is something you want to do, and you need to understand what are you good at. And times are going to change. I don't mean to go from the game back to what I was saying, but it's important to understand I might have a better season this year in the NFL because the NFL kind of has stayed the same, more so than college has. I am a college guy at heart I'm a college guy, but college is where I make my money. I bet the NFL last year. I did great. So far, ever since I've started this, I have had an unbelievable winning season. I'm talking an unbelievable winning season. I mean, right now we're sitting 6-1-1 right now. So you already know, and this is on the light side with not playing some of the games early on that came out that gave me conviction. Okay, I'm seeing things right, So stay committed, right? Stay committed, manage your bankroll. If you guys need any help or have any questions, throw them in the chat. If you guys have any thoughts, if you guys have a side you're going to go with, throw it in the chat. Help us all out. Do you have stats? What do you have? And I have money and percentages and stuff like that also for the games. This is what steered me to kind of think like I like Georgia State to cover. I like Georgia State to cover, but this is what's bothering me, guys. 71% of the money is on Georgia State, and 63% of the money is on Georgia. 63% of the bets and 71% of the money is on Georgia State right now. I don't like that. I don't like this. All right? I'm going to be honest. I don't like that. So, therefore, the fact that I don't like Coastal Carolina to get the cover and win by 7, maybe 10 points, maybe means that I need to take Coastal Carolina, right? I would not be surprised if you start seeing this number tick down a little bit, but then the sharps come in and slam this thing back up. You might start to see 7. Where is my card from last week? Because I also want to see where my book is at, because my book is funny how they do things. And again, that one loss that we do have is on the Colts. 6-1-1. Our one loss was on the Colts, and they went all the way down. We should have got that cover. How the hell do you not? You're on the 1 yard line, first down with a minute left, and you're on the 1 yard line. You have 4 downs. You don't go backwards. And you don't go forward either. What? What? You can't get that ball 1 yard. Jacksonville couldn't just let them score to just get the cover. They would have still won the game and ran the clock out and got the, you know what I mean? Come on. So it is what it is. It happens, guys. No big deal, right? Um, so 6.5 here. Over and under for this game. All right, money line is all on Coastal Carolina, 91%. 9% of the bets are on Georgia State for the money line. Minus 250 plus 225. So what that's telling me, Coastal gets the win. Coastal may even get the cover with, at least the books are going to need Coastal to get to win this matchup. They're going to need Coastal to cover. I don't have good stats for Coastal Carolina in covering. Coastal Carolina. Here's a stat for you guys. Coastal Carolina is 0-6-1 at the spread versus a conference foe off of a loss, which is Georgia State coming back from last year's loss. So Georgia State's not necessarily coming back like, oh, we lost last year, so we want to really beat you this year. It's not that, but the fact that, the record speaks for itself. They're 0-6 at the spread, playing a team that they beat last year. So a conference team that they beat. Georgia State might be the play, right? Doesn't it seem easy? Both have been winning teams. Coastal Carolina lost to UCLA, I'm pretty sure, right? Or was it Cal? I'm pretty sure it was UCLA. UCLA, first game, 27-13. All right, so what I want to go through, guys, too, is what I think gets Coastal to cover is Georgia State's yardage allowed on defense. Give me 1 second. Coastal. And I want to give you guys that information real quick, because it's important, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor in this game. Why is this doing that? Here we go. All right. I mean, it has here, the numbers say that Georgia State will win and cover, and it should go over. I'm also thinking about the under. So if I had to give you my pick based on these type of stats, I'd have to give you, because I want to take Georgia State. I'm going to take Coastal Carolina in this game. I'm going to take Coastal Carolina for the cover. It does not, the trends, at the spread trends, does not support that. But I feel like, we look at these numbers. They've put up some decent numbers, as far as running the scoreboard up, and it's easy to look at Georgia State and say they're a really good team too. I give honestly, right now, without knowing much about either team, I would seriously give, and look, they've played UConn, Charlotte. It seems like Georgia State's the easy winner here, but why is this line stayed at 6.5? Right? This line has not moved. It hasn't went down. Coastal Carolina also, if you guys don't know, has a new coach. Right? Their coach went to Troy. Probably shouldn't have left, because Troy actually, I feel like Troy's they're not as good as they were last year. Maybe that was just a, one and done. They do lose games, new people and stuff, but I don't know where the coach for Troy went last year. Last year, Troy had the one. So if you guys remember Spencer Rattler, when he played for Oklahoma, the guy that Spencer Rattler replaced actually was at Troy, or he went to West Virginia. I don't know. I know Troy last year had a Power 5, like an Oklahoma, Georgia type of school that played for Troy last year. I don't know if he's there this year. So some of these things people don't know, that you get some of these decent quarterbacks who have been coached and have been through big programs, or at these little, smaller schools that may seem smaller, right? So with this one, I'm going to go with Coastal Carolina at home with the spread, just for the simple fact that I think it's too easy to take Georgia State, so you should probably take Georgia State. The money part persuade me, right? This 71%, I'm going to side with the house, right? I think if you see this number drop, maybe Maybe that's your sign because the number hasn't dropped now and it's 6 o'clock. If this thing drops an hour before the game, then yeah, Georgia State's the side. But if it goes up, then some people got fooled and Coastal's gonna should win by 10 points. All right. So look here, guys. This I can just do it on mine actually, so you guys can see it. Let's go through this real quick, and we're gonna move on to the Thursday night game. I'll put it up here for you guys. So if we take a look at the so let's go to right here. If you guys are having trouble seeing this, let me know. I'll make it a little bit bigger. So here's Georgia State's offense. Here's Coastal's offense. We're going to go to defense and look at the passing yards. They allow for 332. They allow for 332 yards, guys. That's where I think the difference lies, is the yardage that they've given up. Right? I think that's pretty huge. And this is obviously their strong point is their passing yards. So that could be the factor. So give me Coastal Carolina -7. I will take, what's the number? Should be like 63, 66 maybe. I have not looked. 62.5. I wonder if this number is coming down. I can look at this and see where it's at. Let's see here. So they were favored earlier on 9.5, and the line has dropped all the way to 6.5, and in some places 5. So this line is dropping at 5 o'clock. Wow. Okay. Over and under 63, 62.5. It is going higher. 63.5, 62. Okay. Give me the under. As much as I don't want to see that, give me the under for the simple fact the rules have changed. They can each run it up, but give me the under. So what are we doing? I just want to make sure that we have this, all documented, so we can go back and see if you guys are going to fade me while I'm on the camera or not. It's a lot easier for me to do this when the camera's not on. My sister went to school there too, so there's no bias. Because I would love to take Georgia State, but I feel like that's the easy play. Coastal -6.5, and we're gonna take the under. I actually like the over. I actually would like to see the over, but I'm just gonna do the under just for just to be on the opposite side, guys. If you be on the opposite side as the public. Look at that, 71% is on the over. That's actually not too big of an over, though, right? That's not too big of an over. 71% of the money, 68% of the bets, 29% of the money versus 32% of the bets. Let's see here. It also tells me that Coastal, I like the fact that, let me see here, because you want to make sure the numbers all line up. Some places are going to be different. I want to see this. Why will it not click on it? So open, boom, boom. They should have I don't care about where it opened. So this is dropping. That money line is dropping. Over 63, under 60. I don't like how they do this on the thing. So if I look at it on my phone, it doesn't give me all that stuff. And I like that. I don't want to see all that other stuff. They do that to just put more stuff in your head. That's because it's not. That's because it's something else. So, why? Come here. So what I'm going to do is, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take... Man, I want to take the over so bad. What do you guys think about this game? Yeah. Oh, I bet, bro. I bet he does. And I actually think they're going to cover the number. I I think they're going to cover that number against Oregon. I feel like yeah, they have what's his name that's not playing who got that injury, but I feel like they're still no matter what going to come out and play. And they know how to play football. This is a team that's not like they don't know how to play. You're talking about you just went up to a Big Ten team. I don't care if they suck or not. You just went to Nebraska. NFL head coach Matt Ryan, not Matt Ryan, I'm sorry, Matt Rule, and went up and busted their ass, right? You're talking big boys from Wisconsin, hay bale throwers, and they still schooled them. Went to TCU, and TCU actually looked decent for having pretty much a new team as well. Pac-12 is tough. Like, these boys can play. Who has Oregon played? You know what I mean? Let's ask that question. I think it's too many points. Give me Colorado, and I think the fact that I'm saying that is why we should take Oregon, right? Because all 3 games we wanted to fade Denver with a passion, right? They're not that good, right? We're thinking they just came from the FCS, and now they're in the FBS. They're not going to be able to compete. Well, they've been competing. Where are they at here? I want to see where this number is still at. Where is she? Come on. Where's she at? Where is she? Hello? I'm calling. Answer the phone. Let's see here. There it is. Wow. And okay, so it's at 3:30. So it's still at 21, 69.5. I like the under on that too. So if you guys don't know this, conference games, I had the stat. 13, here's a stat for you, and we're going to go into the Pac-12 since we were talking about this, and we're going to go back. I just want to see something. Okay, so this line is at 63. I'll have to go back. Shit. So listen to this stat, guys. 13 of the past 18 conference games in college football have gone under. 13 of 18. So what is that? Like 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. So you're 5 and 13 right now. You would be 5 and 13 just taking conference game unders. You'd be 5 and 13. Right? That's cash flow in there, baby. 5 and 13, 4 weeks in, you're cash flowing. Right? These are the things you gotta watch, these type of trends. You know what was another trend, and why I didn't get it in time, because of 2 reasons. One, they were charging minus 120, but I wanted to play the Bills. Why did I want to play the Bills? Because just like last year, when the number was 10, I think it started with Green Bay in the NFL last year. The number covered every single week except one. And then they started ranging it at 11, 9.5, and I knew, all right, it's changed. The number was 10. 9.5, it was like 10. And Green Bay covered it. The following week, someone else had it. I think it was the Bills or something. Played it, bang, cash, winner. Someone else had it. It was actually, I think, Tampa Bay and the Falcons last year. I think in that game, like, some things happened, and they were 10. That was the only game that didn't cover the 10 spread this year. Who was 9.5? The Ravens. I said, okay, Bills are 9.5. Give me the Bills to cover that 9.5 number again. Book it. See you at the window. I gave it to when I walk into the book. Like these guys, they like hop on me like vultures, and it's all good. But I'm like, guys, it's only we're only 2-3 weeks in. Swear to God, hand on my heart, hand on a Bible. My grandfather who passed away. Anybody who's still alive, listen, a couple years ago, and I still see her, this lady, I don't know if that would get me in trouble or not, but I'm just going to say right now, I was getting paid by the people at the casino for picks, right? She would just for giving me my thoughts. Dead serious. All right, so let's just act like we didn't say that. It's all good. It's like, so what? She get, you know what I mean? It also puts, so it looks like the line's dropping, guys. -5 now. So the line is dropping on Coastal Carolina and Georgia State. So Georgia State might be the play. This is what I thought. I'm like, yo, if you get into the hour before the game and it starts dropping, because some people got to go to the casino, they drive there, they put it in, and they go home. There's no getting that ticket back. And again, though, since all these states have started, line movement isn't the same anymore. You have to know when to trust the line movement. There's different like things like a player not playing, but everybody's like, oh, is he playing it? Listen, the line's telling you he's not playing because they're making you think he's playing. If you're asking the question, you know what I mean? It was last year, it was Northern Illinois versus, I think, Central Michigan, MAC division. I forget what the line was. Northern Illinois was favored. All of us got on Central Michigan. We're talking about, no, the quarterback's not playing this, that. Guess what? That line just started, boom, ripping down. They actually took it off some books once everybody caught on to what was going on. Well, at least the people who didn't understand how to bet. Like, you have to understand how to bet, especially when you get into, like, week 2 of October. Once we start getting in October, we got enough data, right? Where it's like the lines are going to be set to make you think different things, right? It's all about psychology, too. Watching the games, just sticking to your own opinion on what you have watched and what you think. And picking your spots. You don't have to play every game. So, I'm going to watch this number. I wouldn't be surprised if Colorado at least hangs in there. They should be able to hang in there with Oregon, right? They should be able to hang in there with Oregon all day long. So, and like Bo Nix, I've been watching him since he was at Auburn. I remember that Auburn and Penn State game 3 years ago. So, hold on. So it says here 6.5, but then it just said. So yeah, the line's dropping on Coastal Carolina. You may want to think about taking Georgia State. Let's go into the NFL game. Let's go into the NFL game real quick. Hold up. Let me get my stuff up here. I'm still going to keep this Coastal in. This is what I was trying to say. If the number ticked down, then I would think about taking Coastal Carolina maybe at a lower number, just taking Georgia State outright, because I think Georgia State can take care of this game. But I'm also cautiously optimistic. Like, I would not put money on this game. I think Georgia State, I haven't watched them. It's just like, is Coastal the same team that they were for the past 2 years? That's the question. And the big thing is, unless there's somebody not playing that I don't know, is this right here is going to be the difference, the rushing yards, right? Rushing yards and passing yards, right? They both are like, so offense. Let's do defense again. It looks like Georgia State just has the, whatchamacallit. So they're giving up 332 to 250. Coastal's averaging. What's the difference there? 332 to 250. We'll call it 270, 275, right? We'll average in the difference there. And then we'll go this way, right? They're giving up. Coastal's also giving up some passing yards, but they don't look at that 167, right? Versus 222. We're gonna say, middle of that at like, 190, 185, right? We'll give them that. We'll give them 190, right? So we have 190 versus, you know what I mean? So you want to just come up with an average and kind of look at it, but and they average 240, but Coastal's only averaging allowed 169, 170. So we'll drop that 240 back down to like 220, maybe 230. It's a little different when So, with all this stuff, you can come up with your own score. More importantly, it's just coming up with the average. You need some more games, though. You can't do it with like 2 or 3 games. You need like 4 or 5. Then you can really start dialing in. Maybe I'll make a video on how to do it. I'm trying to get some sponsors, so I don't know how they would feel about it. I have to just wait. I definitely would like, I'm here to try and help you guys. If you're on Georgia State, good for you. The number's starting to drop. That's what you want to see. This is when I feel like when line movement matters. An hour before the game, an hour and a half, it just starts dropping. Right? The line was stuck at 6.5 all week. An hour before kickoff, 2 hours before kickoff, it starts dropping. That's everything you need to know. I almost want to get out of this chair and go hit Georgia State. We'll see what happens, right? Let's see. We looked at the numbers. If this is correct, this is why you can't really trust these things. Right? Let me refresh it. So 71% of the money is on Georgia State spread with 63% of the bets. It's, I spent too much time on that one. Let's move on. So we have San Francisco. We have San Francisco and the Giants tonight. I don't really have stats for that personally because there is one which it doesn't really revolve around this game in particular, but you can use it for this week. All right, let me give that to you. So Thursday, teams that start 0-2 straight up in the NFL are 23-23 straight up, but fall to 33-13 at the spread against 1-1 teams in week 3 since 2010. Do you understand what I'm saying there? So teams that are that are 0-2, which you could say are like the Patriots, right? They've lost both games. They are 23-23 straight up, but they are 33-13 against the spread in week 3. So a team that is coming off double loss has hit the spread pretty much 72% of the time. Right? 33-13. You can't beat that. So whoever you have this week that is off of 2 losses, and it doesn't say anything about like being favored or whatever. It just says, they are 33-13 at the spread, coming off of 2 losses, starting the year off with 2 losses. So, with that 23-23 straight up, if you get a dog, probably be best. Right? I don't like the straight up part. That's 50-50. That you can't make money with 50-50 stats. Give me the Giants. I think this line went up to 11. Give me the Giants. Give me the Giants in this game to cover the spread. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the Giants. They just don't have good people. They just can't play football, I guess. I don't know what it is. But we're going to go take the Giants in this game. Let me go ahead and write that down, too. Oh, hold on. They're out. Saquon Barkley, they will not be playing. Ruled out. Okay. And that's probably why the line went up. That's why the line went up, didn't it? Let's see here. NFL. Let's go to scores. So the line says here still 10.5. Let me refresh this over here. I want to go over a couple more with you guys. Maybe I'll do a different video for tomorrow or something and give you guys the weekend games and Friday night games and make everything quicker and have everything written down, the stats and trends. So did I give you guys the Pac-12? Wow, it's loaded. Pac-12 is 29-5 straight up, 17-7-1 at the spread. 17-7-1. 17 hits on the spread. 7 losses, 1 tie at the spread versus non-conference games. That is the Pac-12 against non-conference foes. 29-5 straight up and 17-7-1 at the spread, guys. These are trends you guys got to know. Like when you start seeing things like this, like what was it last week in the NFL? 12-4 on the unders last week. Ride it till it dies, man. Ride it till it dies. If you see it in the 1 o'clock games that 6 of the 8 are under, might want to take. You know what I mean? Might want to think about just taking all unders the rest of the day and just seeing how you do. I don't care if you take $5 and put it on every single one, or just start knowing some of these trends and whatnot, and and understanding home, away, and stuff like that. So Saquon Barkley is not playing. Does that make a difference? I don't think so. I'm sure they have another person that can hold the ball and run with it and move their legs. So I don't think that's too big of a blow. It's not like Saquon Barkley is look, guys. You know what I mean? So if you don't know, he came from Penn State. So, why does this say 9.5? It says plus 9, 9.5 right now. I don't understand that. Let's see here. Preview 10.5. So this is why you got to watch. You're going to get different numbers at different places. Let's go to line history. We have, I don't know why it says that. That's weird. It's showing me here that it's still 10.5, but it shows on the one thing 11 and then 9.5 on the other. Maybe it just didn't reload. So spread's 10.5, I'm sure, if not 11, because of that Saquon Barkley injury. Let's go to, so dude, the San Fran just dominates everywhere. 203 averaged yards, passing yards. I'm sorry, 203 passing yards versus 63 on the Giants. They're rushing for 188, while Giants are rushing for 108. Time on the field, 37 minutes versus 33 for the Giants. Number of plays, 65 for the Giants, 66 for San Fran. Yards per play, 2.6 versus a 5.92. Call it 6 yards per play for San Francisco. The last 10, 6-4. 6-4. The Giants have owned San Francisco. The last 10 games, Giants are 6-4. They're 5-5 at the spread against San Francisco. The over and under between these two in the last 10. 6-4 for the over. 6 for the over, 4 for the under, obviously. The average score, 22.5 versus 21.2. And this is the last 10, mind you guys, all right? This is averaging up the last 10. We could go to the last 3. That might be better. Over and under 45, 41.5. Let's see here. What is this? I don't understand. The last 3 is what I want to see. Okay, there we go. So the last 3 games have all went over. The average score, 19 for the Giants and 30 for San Francisco. That's right there where you guys get the spread, right? The spread's 10.5. The average score, the last 3 games, is 19 for the Giants and 30 for San Francisco. That leaves you with what? A 1-point difference. So they should probably win by 11. Whoever gets 11 would scratch. If statistics mean anything, right? I mean there's your spread, right? There's your spread. The average last 3 games for the Giants, they've scored 19 points on average versus the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers have averaged 30 points against the Giants the last 3 games. Passing attempts are the same. Rushing yards, 134 for San Fran, 92 for the Giants. Total yards, 294 versus 422. San Fran doubles them. So that's why they're probably going to double them in the game tonight. So see this spread, 10.5. If you guys get it at 10.5, let's see if it covers. I think this is our first 10.5 game, guys. Right? I'm talking like from where it was originally set, like sitting at. It was either 10 or 10.5. Because I want to say the Bills, when we got them, were 9.5, and the Ravens were 9.5. So let's see if this number covers. Let's see. Giants are 12-6 at the spread in their last 18 games. They are 1-4 in their last 5 games against San Fran. They have sucked at the spread. And these are Giant stats, okay? 8-3 at the spread in their last 11 games on the road. 5-2 at the spread in their last 7 games when playing on the road against San Francisco. So that's good, right? 5-2 at the spread in their last 7 games when playing on the road against San Francisco. 3-8-1 straight up in their last 12 games against against an opponent from the NFC. We don't need to do that. That's not. So I'll give you a total one. The total has gone under in 8 of the Giants' last 12 games played in September. They do have Saquon Barkley on here is out indefinitely with an ankle. Andrew Thomas, tight end, downgraded to out as of Thursday. Ben Brenson, the guard, out. Aziz Al-Jalari, linebacker, is out. Questionable is Wayndale Robinson. Micah McFadden is also questionable. Neck and knee injury for those two. Let's go to San Francisco real quick. See if we can't throw in some stats. And then we're just going to briefly cover games just off the top of the dome. I'm going to give them to you for college football. And we'll even do a couple NFLs. We'll start with the NFL. And I'm not done yet. Let me give you the San Fran things. Actually, that Coastal game's getting ready to start here in an hour. So let's do that first. And then we will go to college. And I'll give you guys some numbers and whatnot. Just right off the top. And we'll see, wherever it's at. I'll just give you my opinion and we'll just run through them. San Francisco stats. Let me do this real quick. So San Francisco is 10-3 at the spread in their last 13 games, guys. That's awesome. Let me see if I can get you guys a cool stat here real quick, or like a trend. Let me see here. They think the number should be bigger here. I don't know. What happens if the Giants show the hell up? They do got to get paid. They got it. They do get paid. I don't blame them for betting the Niners. It's not the 10 that makes me wonder, but it's the everybody's literally 80% of the money is on San Francisco. So the books are going to be rooting for a cover with the Giants. They need the Giants to win tonight, right? Let's see. We have that. Thunderbolts. Carolina. Nope. So there's not really much for San Francisco right now. I can check. Let me give you guys a couple. I do have some for San Fran other than these that I gave you. San Francisco is 14-1 straight up, but I have some better ones for you right here. Let's do it. Giants at San Fran. So the series, like I told you guys, is 4-1 the last 5. 4-0 before a Monday game. 3-10 the last 13 versus the NFC West for the Giants. Right? So the Giants are 4-0 before a Monday night game when playing San Francisco. Or before a Monday night game, actually. The series is 4-1. So like I said, the Giants have owned San Francisco. They're 3-10 the last 13 versus the NFC West. Like I said, also I already gave you that stat. So San Francisco is 6-2 as favored of 8 or more. They're 6-2 at the spread. They're 1-0, or they're 1-4 before a divisional home game. So they don't do too well. Right? Think about next week. Who do they have? So they have a home game against a divisional rivalry. So that may play into the fact they may just, kind of dumb it down and just relax a little bit. Not that they can relax, but you know what I'm saying? They want to come out and win, but they may play down to the level of the Giants. They're 1-3 Thursdays the last 4 years. They're 1-3 on Thursdays the last 4 years, guys. That was for San Francisco. And then we have San Fran is 7-0 at the spread in their last 7 home games. 2-5 at the spread in their last 7 home games when playing the Giants. They're 10-1 straight up in the last 11 games against the NFC opponent. The total has gone under in 4 of San Francisco's last 5 games as an opponent for the National Conference East Division, the NFC East. That is the under for that. The under has The total has gone under in 4 of San Francisco's last 5 games against NFC East teams. The total has gone under in 4 of San Francisco's last 5 games played in September, which we don't care. I mean, you could care about that, but, unless you're like a Dallas fan where they're good in the beginning and suck in November. San Francisco is 2-9 straight up in their last 11 games played in week 3. So Saquon Barkley's not playing. Did I tell you guys the money that's on this game? The amount of bets and the amount of money on this? Well, if I have it, I'm going to give it to you real quick because it's actually pretty mind-boggling how bad the books need the Giants to win. So the Giants are also 11-0 at the spread since 2016, coming off of a game where they failed to cover as a favorite. So when the Giants failed to cover as a favorite, they are 11-0 at the spread. Let's get the so San Francisco has 76% of the bets and 79% of the money, almost 80% of the money. The total for the under, the total number of bets is 41 leaning to the under, but 73% of the money. Let's see. Yeah, so let's go through some college games real quick. Oklahoma, Cincinnati. We'll go through the Friday games tomorrow. Let's see here. Cincinnati, Miami, Ohio, Pitt. They barely won. 66, Eastern Kentucky. So I want to see who Oklahoma played last week because I don't know if it's me or not, but I just don't think Cincinnati's the Cincinnati that we've had since what's his name has left. And I'm glad he's moved on. He's been a good coach. He reminds me of he could literally probably be the brother of the Titans coach, right? They're like the same. They're like twin brothers. Like they're like built the same. They look the same. Oklahoma 66-17 against Tulsa. SMU 28-11. Arkansas State. Will I be on Arkansas State this week? No, it's Virginia State. 73-0, 66-17. What is our best bet here? Where's the game at? The over and under is 57.5. I feel like this might be an over, guys. It's a tough one. I have to do some more work. So this game here went to 50. I just did the math. 55? No, 45. Yeah, 55. 55, and that was in overtime. So I don't know how. I have not watched San Francisco yet, or not San Francisco. I haven't watched Cincinnati. Wait, so yeah, let me write this down. We're taking the Giants, and we'll take. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys, for being all over the place. I really am. What was the over and under for that game? For NFL, the Niners. What's the spread? So the line is 10.5. Over under 43. We're gonna say over 43. Over 43. Giants plus, what is it, 10.5? Let me rewrite this real quick. And then the Giants. So we're going to take plus 10.5 and over 43. So that's it tonight, guys. If you guys are still wondering, we're going to take Coastal. That line has dropped. Be careful. You'll probably get a better number. Or take the team that's probably going to get the cover tonight, and that's Georgia State. And I like them. It's really hard for me to take Georgia State. I think Georgia State gets it done, personally. If you had to ask me, I'm not putting money on this game. If I had to put money on this game, it would be Georgia State. But I kind of leaned the opposite way with the amount of money that's on Georgia State tonight. I feel like we might get surprised. Maybe Coastal Carolina can still ball, and they have home field advantage. We'll see what happens. And I'm going to take the under in that game. And then the Giants plus 10.5 over 43. All right, so, everybody's going to say under because they're going to be like, oh, the Giants haven't scored anything. All right, they haven't even scored this year, I don't think. I forget who they played last week, but let's see here. So I told you guys San Francisco has 76% of the bets, 79% of the money, 41% of the bets, and 73% of the money is on the under. So a lot of people are taking the under in that game. I think 43 is too low. I think you get a 47. I think we get like a 46, like a 47. I think it comes out to be 47. I think it goes over. I think we're safe to take the over, and I think we're even more safe to take the Giants at the spread. Let's see here. So the come on, give me this. So the Giants are plus 430. San Francisco is minus 600. It's two spread there. All right, we went to the games, college football, guys. So we'll write this down. Give me Oklahoma. I don't know how well I know that they've obviously won. They're undefeated, but they're just killing teams. 14 points. Give me Oklahoma. We're going to take Oklahoma. OU minus 14. And we will take the over. Over 57.5. I want to document these guys. So some of these games I'm not going to cover because I want to wait. Like I would like to so I love this Rutgers and Michigan game. We already went over Auburn and Texas A&M on the other video. SMU and TCU, both 2-1 teams here. Again, I got to do some work on this before I put any money on this. Louisiana Tech, they smashed. Oklahoma, they lost, which they played them pretty fair. The spread is 7. I'd have to see if there's any trends. I doubt there is. I would still probably... Man, that number's low. Give me... You know what? Man, I feel so stupid. But TCU at home, 7 points. That sounds like a give me, guys. Like, who has SMU played? I feel like TCU should be like 8 or 9 point favorite, which would mean like I feel like they're a 10-point better team, and they should win by 10 points. So the line should be at like 8, 8.5, if not 9. Right? Really 11. They should be 2 touchdown favorites, but they're not. So that makes me wonder, right? Makes me wonder. So do we take SMU just because the line's low? Right? The total's 63. So they're saying that both teams are going to score. What I'm going to do is let me go to SMU real quick. Who do you guys like this weekend? Who do you guys have? I'm not sure if this stream's messing up or not. Did I say that over and under was 63? Let's see, 38, 69, 28 to 11. Man, I feel like TCU is the play there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Alright. Again, if I make any changes, I'll let you guys know. Give me... TCU, I feel like, should blow them out. They really should. That's a nice win over... Houston isn't that good. Give me SMU plus 7. And we're going to take the under in this game. Wait, this is a non-conference game? So what did we say? SMU? SMU. We're going to say plus 7. And we're going to take the under 63. Even though I think it could go over. So that's that. Let's go on to another one. Tulsa at Northern Illinois. I feel like this is a comeback game. Dude, I feel like this is a comeback game for Tulsa. They have not done anything this year. They've been so bad. Tulsa used to be good, right? There used to be a time when it was fun to watch Tulane, Tulsa, right? Some of these schools. I still like to watch them, but um, just some like SMU, um, stuff like that. So Oklahoma 66-17. Washington got smoked. Let's see. And there was a time when nobody cared about Washington. They were just garbage with a boring ass logo. Like the most dullest type of color you could have. But it also looks good in a way, right? Northern Illinois, they're just, Northern Illinois and Bowling Green, they suck. Right? They always suck year after year. Um, it was really cool when this was free money fading Northern Illinois every single week. 4 or 5, 6 years ago. It's the greatest time of my life. I was making so much money. You guys got to get these trends and like know what's going on to really, really dig in and really, make some damn money. Nebraska lost 35-11. I don't even know who SIL is. Southern Illinois, I guess. I didn't even know they had a football team. Yeah, who the hell is that? Give me 27-24. Would you look at that against Boston College? Give me Tulsa. Actually, I feel like that's whatchamacallit. They're so bad. Give me Tulsa. Give me Tulsa +4. All right, give me Tulsa +4. And we're going to go back over these games and see what happened. Over 54.5. Could we get an under? I have to look. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I got to see what their average is real quick. 43, 6, 42, 7. 7. Let's see here. 310. Come on. Give me Northern Illinois, 35-14. Guys, give me the under here. I would love to see an over, but give me the under 54.5. Under 54.1/2. All right, let's move on to another one. So we went through right now. We have Oklahoma -14 over 57.5. SMU +7 under 63. Tulsa +4 under 54.5. Let's see here. Kentucky versus Vanderbilt. Kentucky versus Vanderbilt. Let's talk about Virginia Tech and Marshall. Marshall, it's UAB is the one that's pulled back a little bit. I always liked Marshall. I think people are getting mixed up with this ECU game. Oh, they demolished ECU. Well, East Carolina is not the East Carolina of last year or the year prior or the year before that. This Eastern Carolina team is so bad, guys. They're so bad. If you just watch the scores, you don't even have to watch the game. You'll notice how they don't score. They can't. They get scored on, but can't score. 35-16 Rutgers, Purdue, 24-17. We had Purdue there. If you were rocking with us, you had Purdue. Old Dominion, 36-17. Give me Virginia Tech, +4.5. A lot of dogs here, guys. A lot of dogs on our... Wait. We got to see who they play next week. Who do they play next week? They play Pitt. Okay. What about Marshall? Who does Marshall play? Marshall plays Old Dominion next week. All right. So I'll still take it, guys. I'm still going to take Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech +4.5. And we're going to go, give me the over 41, even though I think this game's going to go under. Let me see here. No, I'm just playing, guys. I had to do something. 24, 30, 35. Boom, 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 boom. Man, Virginia Tech sucks. Can't score nothing. I want to see points. This game probably goes under. Listen, if the total is low, it's low for a reason. right? Your best bet may be to take the under 41, but guess what? Here, I want to give the people a game. Give me the over 41. Over 41. And that's only because I want the people to get a game. Western Kentucky and Troy. That's going to be a good game. We're going to not touch that one. Western Michigan and Toledo. I'm going to tell you right now, guys. I love Toledo. Not talking about the spread. This team has just been really good this year. They've been really good. Syracuse is another one that's been really good. They did it. They didn't do it like they did it last year. When they say Syracuse won early last year, yeah, they won the first 6. They didn't win like this, where you really started to notice where that they're flying under the radar, that they're sweeping teams. 41-10, and this is Western Michigan. Western Michigan was decent last. They're always pretty decent. Central Michigan, Western. I love the MAC division. Toledo, my Cheeto. That's what she said. 30 to what? Okay, I remember that. That was the first game of the year that I realized Illinois was still the same old Illinois that they always were. San Jose State, Texas San Antonio, or Texas Southern. And that was Toledo. Wow. Guess what, guys? We're taking Western Michigan. Give me the points. Give me the points with Western Michigan. This is probably the squarest game I've ever played. I'm probably such a square. I'm such a Joe. Right? Give me Western. Wow. Actually, yeah, Iowa Cuse. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. I don't know. They may have injuries. There might be a reason why that number's that high. 21. So yeah, we're gonna take Western Michigan to try and make this a game and not get swept. Wait, this may be a scratch. Western Michigan, we have plus 21, and we're gonna take. Man, I want to take the over. I want to take the over so bad, guys. Just for the people. No, no, no. Let me see here. 53 and a half. I'm not going to hang my head up on this one too much. Give me the give me the over. Give me over 53 and a half. Even though I feel like the under is the play, but I want to give the people a game. We're going to go into Boston College at Louisville. Louisville with a massive. Boston College off of almost an upset. Right? Louisville not getting the spread done last week. I faded Illinois in my mind. I did not put money on it. Versus Indiana. They only lost by 7. They had that game as a 2-touchdown favorite for Illinois. It was like 10, and then it went to 14, something like that. Pretty sure it was 14 points or 10. I can't remember. Yeah, but I didn't watch that game because it was Indiana was like trailing like the majority of the game, and then it was like the last minute they scored another touchdown in Louisville. I mean, just stopped scoring. They are at home against Boston College. I think this is too many points, but again, Boston College may have just overperformed a bit. I want to put you guys in winner's circle, so let's be smart about what we do. Florida State, Holy Cross, 31-21. Looks like just trying to think here. So I want to go with Boston College, but the fact that they came off that win, I just think it's too many points. I really do. I think it's too many points for Louisville. I just don't see. I don't see them beating anyone really by by more than two touchdowns. I don't see them beaten by anybody by 17 points, right? 14, 15, 16, 17. Maybe that's what they have because the spread last week against Indiana, Big Ten team was 16, so they had them two touchdowns and a field goal better. There's got me. It's just they always think Louisville's something, and they never are. Let's see, Georgia Tech 39-34. You know what? Give me Louisville. Give me Louisville to get the spread. Maybe take a first half. Maybe get a lower number. Where's Boston College at? There it is. So that's going to be it for right now. We'll cover Oregon. We'll get into we'll do a couple marquee matchups. We did San Fran and stuff. Boston College at Louisville. Give me Louisville minus 14. Even though I don't think that's the play, but I'm going to take it minus 14, and we're going to do the under 50. Man, maybe we'll do the over. I kind of want the people to have a game. 31-28. It's like the player haters ball. 27, 24, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. 51, that's Northern Illinois. Is that Northern Illinois? Holy Cross, 30, 40, 58. That's what we're going to do. I don't think they're going to score that much. They had a hell of a game last night. Give me the over. Actually, I'll take the under 55.5. Louisville minus 14 and under 55.5. Under 55.5. Lock it in. All right, what game do you guys want? What games do you guys want me to go over to give you guys some winners here? Which y'all want? I want it. I need it. I'm going crazy. I need another cup of coffee. What y'all need, bruh? Let's see here. Man, they need to start suggesting this jaunt, bro. So we can actually have something going on here. Shit crazy. YouTube don't like me. I'm helping people out. They don't like me at all. I solely believe that they after me. I don't know. I'm just thinking about the player haters ball. All right, so I told you guys Oregon, Colorado. I'm going to take Oregon in the points. Or, I mean, Colorado in the points. Give me Colgate. COL. Plus 21. Wait, let me spell it out because I might. Not that I'm ever taking Colgate. Plus 21, and we're going to take the under 69. I wonder if they did 69 on purpose. All right, I'll give you guys one more. Uno más. Uno más. I can't do that game. Can't do that game. Man. Man. There's a lot of these games that I'm going to play. West Virginia. We're gonna do Texas Tech and West Virginia. Give me, man. I can't. I gotta do this for paying members. Whoa. If you guys want my 3 best bets, I'm gonna put my Cash App in the down below. 3 best bets right now. Lock them in. Hit me up. Send me your number. Email me. My email is in the description. Get in touch. You want winners. Winner. I usually do it better when I'm not in the camera, but this is what I do. If you guys want to cash a ticket, hit me up. My stuff is in the description. Shoot me an email, and we'll get you set up. I'll give you guys my 3 best bets. Tonight, I'm not worried about these games tonight. I'm not going to play them, but I would take the Giants, and I would take the over in this game. Let's see here. So, again, Giants and the over is what I would take. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. Thank you guys. If you guys could at least hit that like button. I try to do as much as I can for free. All right. I will be at the window cashing tickets. I'm cashing my parlay right now. All right. We still have a parlay to cash. This is what I do. 6-1-1 so far in the year. We are going to be putting in more picks. We have let the couple weeks go by. Send me an email. Email's in the description. I'll see you guys. Hit that like button if I don't hear from you. But I know I will. Because you're a winner, right? You're a winner, right? All right. I'm going to see you at the window.